I'll remember next time.
Yeah.
This begins with an F.
Okay, welcome everybody to the Knucklehead Free Live Open Mic Night here at Arts Bar and Grill. I love to see that look of shock and amazement. They're sitting here like, oh, there's an open mic night? I just came for a burger. Well, yeah, you're getting the full Monty. Thank you, Julia, for finding us a spot this evening. We moved around to every spot here in Arts, and now we are next to the loos, or bathrooms, or toilets, whatever you'd like to call that. So I'm feeling the love.
You're next to pinball.
Yes, I'm next to pinball, but the pinball is next. But that's fine. That's fine. Thank you very much. We're appreciative for the spot. It all works out. Yes, tip Julia. All right. So, welcome to Open Mic Live. Oh, no. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, Alex is up first.
Yeah, it's good to be here. Thanks for coming. I just moved to a small apartment in Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant is the second richest town in South Carolina. It used to be number one until I moved here. Thank you.
Your fries are coming, man.
Okay, awesome. Thanks. Thank you, sir. Yeah, the NFL is playing games in Berlin, Germany, but they should have done that in the very beginning and scared Hitler.
Oh, yeah, they should.
Yeah. Yeah, scared that asshole. But I was in a fantasy football league this season. In my fantasy league, I was in the losers bracket. I didn't have to well. I was in the losers bracket, just like my tax bracket. The United States soccer team qualified for the World Cup. You know, it reminds me, but we are hosting the World Cup. We are hosting the World Cup. It reminds me when I was a kid, I qualified for the All-Star team, and my dad was the coach. When I was in high school, I was on the junior varsity soccer team, and in the beginning of the season, we played a scrimmage match against the girls' varsity team. Some of the parents thought that was very inappropriate, and it was, because we got crushed. My Y chromosome cried, but we had no chance. One of the girls was an all-state soccer champion, and on the homecoming court, I was a flip cup champion on the DUI court. But you know, my coach was like, whatever you do, my coach pulled me aside and was like, whatever you do, stay on Michelle. Do not let Michelle score a goal. And I was like, yeah, I will shut her down. I will shut Michelle down. And you know, I let him down. She did score a goal. And you know, Mount Pleasant, there's a lot of boats in Mount Pleasant. A lot of people have boats around here, you know, very popular in Charleston. And you know, I used to have a boat, actually. Yeah, some of you are already jealous. I used to have a boat. But I had to sell mine when I moved out of my mom's house. You know, I didn't actually own it myself. I shared the cost of it with 9 of my high school friends. I only got it 3 weeks out of the year. It's like a really bad Florida timeshare. But, you know, it's very expensive to store a boat around here. You know, but I actually store my boat for free in my mom's front lawn. Yeah, we don't have an HOA in Goose Creek, so we don't have an HOA in Goose Creek, so it worked out. You can just store stuff in the front lawn. Yeah, that's why it increases the property value. No, it does the opposite. Yeah, but you know, one day my friends and I were on Shem Creek on the boat on Shem Creek. You know, having fun, and the motor messed up on Shem Creek. So we had to use paddles and oars to move around, and it was very embarrassing. And people were laughing at us and making fun of us as they were zipping by on their kayaks. But I don't know if you guys seen the movie Titanic. I don't know if you guys watched the movie Titanic, but my boat was very similar to the lifeboat. And just like the Titanic lifeboat, only women allowed. But you know, when we were launching the boat one day, we were launching the boat, and there are a lot of people over there like launching their boat as well. And people are asking each other questions like, "Hey man, how fast does your boat go? You know, what kind of gadgets does your boat have?" When they look at my boat, the question they ask me is, "Hey man, does your boat have life jackets? You know, you're gonna need those." But I'll end on this quick little story. My coworker recently, we're good friends. So she calls me her work husband. My coworker calls me her work husband. I don't like that nickname, but it does make sense because she does boss me around, and we are not having sex. All right, thank you.
All right, let's hear it for Alex. Thank you for coming back again. So this is usually earlier in the evening. I make a little statement about how we're doing our homework, and the homework is that we are streaming on YouTube live. It's under Knucklehead Free Live, and then we do that on YouTube and Rumble. But we have some special people in the audience tonight. So if you are watching at home, Mom, this is why we're going off the line. There's some special people, so we're going to be not streaming for a while, for about 20 minutes. And then if you are watching from home, Mom, we'll be back on. We do have some musical performances tonight. So we will be coming back with music in about 20 minutes, but we are shut 20 minutes, 25 minutes. We don't really do spot on time here, so. But for everybody else here sitting here, you just get to sit here and enjoy. So that is wonderful. Jordan,